Sometimes love shows itself in the simplest ways. A piglet named Pepper followed the family dog Betty step for step as though Betty were her guide in the world. To Stella, it was like watching the beginning of a friendship that had been meant to be all along. Honestly, maybe Pepper thought she was a dog because of Betty. She copied almost everything Betty did. If Betty walked to the water trough for a drink, Pepper followed. If Betty went exploring in the field, Pepper was right behind her. To anyone watching, it was both funny and touching. Sometimes it made Stella laugh out loud. She would shake her head and say, "Pepper, what are you doing? You're not a dog." But Pepper seemed convinced that she was. The story began when Stella was just a freshman in high school. Her mom found a photo on the local animal shelter page and stopped scrolling. It was a tiny piglet. She had a warm reddish coat, soft little ears, and bright, curious eyes that seemed to be asking for a home. Stella's mom showed the picture to her and her brother, and right away they were hooked. Both kids begged, "We have to foster her." After some discussion, the family agreed to foster the piglet for 2 weeks. They named her Pepper. From the moment she arrived, Pepper seemed curious and playful. What no one expected was how quickly she and Betty, the family dog, would bond. Within hours, they were side by side, running in the yard, rolling in the grass, and even napping together in the Sunday. Stella watched them and knew something special was happening. Two weeks passed in the blink of an eye. When it came time to say goodbye, Stella couldn't hold back her feelings. She cried and cried, begging her parents, "We have to keep this pig." Pepper was no longer just a foster animal, she was part of their family. Her parents saw the same thing. Pepper had already woven herself into their days, into their hearts. They couldn't ignore it either. So they made the decision that changed everything. They kept her. From that day on, Pepper never left the ranch. Pepper grew quickly, but her personality never changed. She loved being around people. She would run to Stella after a day apart, squealing with excitement, as if she had been waiting for that moment all along. She pressed close, wanting cuddles and affection. She was often muddy from the ranch, but that never stopped her from seeking closeness and love.
Easter egg.
For Stella, Pepper became an unforgettable part of her childhood. Her bond with Betty made it even sweeter. On family hikes, the pig and the dog would walk shoulder to shoulder, keeping the same pace as though they had been born sisters. Watching them together gave Stella a new understanding of animals. She realized pigs could care deeply, show loyalty, and love just as strongly as dogs do. Looking back, Stella smiles at the lessons Pepper brought into her life. It wasn't just about rescuing an animal. It was about discovering that love can come from the most unexpected places. And sometimes, when we rescue an animal, they end up rescuing us too. If this story touched you, please like this video, share it with someone who loves animals, and subscribe for more. Remember, animals of all kinds can give us the gift of love. If you are considering adopting or rescuing, take time to learn about their needs, talk to experts, and be sure you are ready, because the care you give today might change a life forever, maybe even yours. At Kind Paws, each story begins with our teen's heart. We choose only real and meaningful moments, always from respected sources. With thoughtful editing, music, and images, We work to make each story meaningful and alive. Thank you so much for being with us, and we look forward to the next story together.